Hello fellas, first of all welcome to this course. My name is Diego, I'm going to be your professor for this discipline of creativity and innovation. I'm here today to talk with you a little bit. We're going to have a quick chat about how the things are going to work here with us, and I've separated 5 tips so that you can effectively finish this course without no problem, okay? Alright, so let's get down to those 5 tips. Because what I want here is for you to have a transformative learning experience, Because sometimes just by signing up for a new course, people think they are already learning something. It's the same as those people who like, for example, to buy books but don't like to read them. They just buy the book and then they feel they are already learning something, absorbing some new knowledge from that book. Another example of that is when a person joins the gym, for example. He just pays for the gym, but he doesn't go there. And he already feels that he's losing some weight or getting stronger. Isn't that right? But unfortunately, that's not what really happens, right? That's why I've separated 5 tips so that you can make the most of this course. Okie dokie? Okie dokie? Because, in fact, what really happens in most courses from around the world can be represented by a funnel. Yeah, a funnel. Think, for example, about this course you're about to begin. Think about how many people all across the country have got to know about this course. The funnel would do like that. And then, from those people who got to know about the course, think about how many signed up to do the course, like you guys. It's like that. And from those people who start the course, the number of people who actually put into practice what they learn is like this. So, as I said, it's a funnel. So, what I really want is not to have such a bottleneck, from the people who start the course and the people who put into practice what they learn, okay? But if you are already here, it means you already passed some stages of this funnel, which means you're here to learn, and hopefully I expect you to put into practice anything you learn here, all right? I do not want the completion of this course just to be another certificate you hang there on your wall, okay? I want to have a transformative learning experience, and that's why we're here. And for that, I've separated those 5 tips I told you. Thank you. And for that, I separated 5 tips that I told you about, and now I'm gonna explain them to you right now. Okay, so that our interaction is going to happen in the best possible way. Is that all right? Okay, so let's do it. Tip number 1, create an appointment. It's not because this course is online that you think like, I can do these classes whenever I want, so I'll do the activities on the weekend. And then something more interesting comes up, more interesting than this course, and then you say, no, it's okay. Next week, I'll do the activities on the course. Then, a few more days pass, and suddenly you say, no, there's a holiday coming up, and then I'll put things in order. Be careful. The flexibility of an online course is an advantage, okay? So you can enjoy it to the fullest, but beware, okay, that this advantage does not become a problem for you. So book it there on your appointment, a day and a time, and then close your schedules. So you can say, on this day and at this time, I'll be available to take my course. Then go there and do it, okay? If you're in your house, for example, talk to your mother, your father, your brother, your dog, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Well, the problem of the flexibility is that people always leave things for later, and then they end up doing nothing and accumulating stuff. And, well, that's it. Don't do that, okay? Let's move on to tip number 2. Leave the appointment. If you have already booked on your appointments a day and a time to do the activities, then perfect, okay? Now you have to leave the commitment. I would just ask you not to watch the class like lying on your bed like this, watching on your phone, because otherwise you end up sleeping. Not because of the class, of course, but the way you chose to attend the class, okay? Be careful with that. So, sit down, pick up your laptop, a notebook, close up your Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp accounts, okay? And don't get distracted. Just sit to watch the class and take notes. And as it's a commitment, you have to do it, okay? Just leave it aside if it's an emergency, okay? Moving on to tip number 3. Write down to remember, okay? Use a notebook, a tablet, a Post-it, Evernote, or even Google Keep. It doesn't matter. Just don't trust your brain. Make class notes, which you can revisit at some times. You can even make public notes here in our virtual environment, okay? You can make it more collaborative, okay? Sharing ideas or sharing some interesting topic related to our subject, whatever, okay? Feel free to do that. And since you're going to write things down, use a lot the power of the pause. Imagine what a great advantage it is to have this power of pausing the video at any time you want. Imagine if every other course you have taken in your life, you could pause at any time you didn't understand very well what the teacher or the professor said, and then you could like rewind the video and watch it again. That would be awesome, right? This is the magic of the online course, okay? The power of pause. So use and abuse of this. Let's go to tip number 4. Teach to learn. Yes, that's exactly what you heard. Teach to learn. It is already scientifically proven that the best way for you to learn something or to solidify your learning on something is to teach somebody else. That's right. Everything that you learn here on this course, I want you to tell somebody else. Tell your mother, your father, your dog, your cat. I don't care. Just teach them. Because in this way, you're going to have a benefit for yourself. You are going to solidify even more your learning on the subject. Okay? That's what we call selfish education. Because when you're teaching something to someone, you are learning even more. Okay? And finally, let's go to tip number 5. Get connected. Yeah, that's right. Here, in this same virtual environment, you can find hundreds of other people that can have interests very similar to yours. Okay, even goals that are similar to yours. So get connected. Try to get to know other people that are here in the same environment as you. Okay, exchange notes, exchange learnings. Okay, exchange questions with each other. Okay, so those were the 5 tips just to welcome you here to this course. Okay, and that's it for today. That's it. Okay, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.